Want to fail half the class because you lose our papers. Enjoy early retirement. In my senior year, I was stuck with Mrs. Smith, a teacher who was pure misery. She insisted on calling herself Dr. Smith, though she didn't have a doctorate. She was a cruel, spiteful woman who made our lives hell. She would belittle students, yell at us for the smallest things, and refuse to help anyone who asked. But the worst was when she lost half the class's research papers after we turned them in. The next week, we got our grades back, and the majority of us were given an F, jeopardizing our entire future. If we didn't pass, we'd be moved to a lower level class. I wasn't going to let her get away with this. I started documenting every insult, every refusal to help, and every time she fell asleep at her desk. I coordinated with the other students to get their Turnitin receipts as proof that we had turned in our work on time. Armed with this evidence, I knew I had her cornered. The day of the parent-teacher conference, I walked in with all my proof. I handed the principal the screenshots, and as they passed it around, Mrs. Smith turned pale. Then, with a devilish grin, I played the recording, her insults, her yelling, her outright cruelty. The room was silent as Mrs. Smith sputtered, unable to defend herself. By Monday, she was gone. The substitute teacher, a breath of fresh air, stepped in. I couldn't help but smile. Justice had been served.